Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Morgan. So hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Morgan. If you guys have never seen my face, welcome to my channel. This is a booktube channel. I am, you know what, I am new to this space. Little background, 2 years ago I created this channel and I made a couple videos and then I dropped it and I never thought about it again, and here we are 2 years later and I am still obsessed with watching booktube content, and I am still like sad that I didn't give it my all. I didn't like truly pursue it when I first started it. So like now I am back and I am here to really put in the effort, and I don't know, I'm just really excited to kind of start this and continue this journey. So my name is Morgan. I am 21 years old. I live in North Carolina. Let's see, right now I'm actually at college. I'm in my apartment right now, just chilling. It's actually Friday, the weekend just started, Labor Day weekend, so I don't even have school on Monday. I'm just chilling at the place. But today, guys, is going to be my booktube newbie tag. I am so excited to kind of just introduce myself to the world of booktube. I am excited to let you guys know my taste in books, because I feel like whenever I watch a lot of booktube content, it's kind of difficult for me to find one booktuber who is like super aligned with my own taste. So I always thought it would be interesting to like create a channel and to help get some recommendations from the world. So hello. Okay, so I just found these questions online. The first question is, why did you start this channel? So I started this channel because no one I know is obsessed with books like I am, and sometimes that can be very discouraging when you want to read with someone else, talk about books with someone else, collaborate with someone else just in the reading sphere. Like, it's always kind of sad whenever I really want to talk about a book or really want to discuss something and no one knows what I'm talking about, and no one cares enough to put the energy in to care. So it's like there's always been a barrier in that regard, and I've always, known that the world is your oyster. You can come on different platforms and express your opinion and express your love for something, and there will be someone else in the world who agrees with you. And that's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm trying to like grab onto someone else and be like, hey, do you love books like I do? Please say yes, because no one else that I know does, and it really makes me sad. It's honestly really funny. Sometimes I'll be walking to class and I'll see someone reading a book and it will literally astonish me. I'll be like, oh my god. Like I would feel very like tempted to like walk up to them, be like, hi, what is your name? Because I don't know anyone who reads. We need to be friends or something, because I swear I am lacking in people to talk to about books. So that's why I started this channel, and it's also very fun. I think when I first started this channel 2 years ago and I had like zero experience in editing, that was definitely very difficult, and trying to figure out the basics of how to edit a video. But now it's a work in progress, and I feel like especially with book related content and kind of like sitting down and recording something, it's way simpler to edit that than like some crazy like montage kind of scenario that the high level editors will do. The second question is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to booktube? I am just really excited to kind of express my love and my interest in books, and to kind of explain to you my very niche reading taste, because I feel like it's very difficult for me to explain my taste. I'll say something and then somebody will recommend me a book and I'm just like, this is not really what I meant, this is not what I want, it's not giving. So I'm really excited for that. And also because I'm in college and I feel like I am busy, but I do still have a good amount of free time, and I would love to take you guys on like reading vlogs, and I would love to take you guys to different little bookstores that I have around my area, little indie bookstores. They're so cute, and I just really have wanted the opportunity to kind of showcase that to the world. So I'm very excited. Also guys, check out my video that I made about 3 weeks ago. I got my Kindle Paperwhite in denim. I loved it to death. Like, I genuinely love this Kindle. It's my baby. It's everything to me. I got some stickers from Temu, book related stickers, and I also, of course, got my Supernatural related stickers. Supernatural, it's in top 5 favorite TV shows. Okay, that's one period. So, why do you love reading? Reading is, I will say that reading is definitely, it's special. It's like it's a very amazing hobby where you can sit down and you can read pages and pages of words, and you can see it in your mind, and it creates a whole story and a whole world and a whole feeling inside of you that you genuinely can't get anywhere else. I find it so interesting to read a book, especially when it's a book that isn't really, like, the foundation isn't on real life things, so like fantasy or sci-fi, when they're creating new worlds and you genuinely get to see inside somebody's own brain, like the author, and just to see their thought process of how they created such a beautiful story, such amazing world building. Prose is such an amazing quality in books that I really, really appreciate. Oh gosh, guys, reading is just so perfect. Yeah, I love it. What book or series got you into reading? I would have to give that to way back. It's kind of weird because I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but in my middle school, we had a whole like class for reading. So it'd be like first, second, third period, and then lunch, and then you come back for lunch, and for an hour, you'd have to read. And then after that, you would continue on to your other classes. So I had that in my school, and I feel like being forced to do that got me into reading. I will say that I wasn't like an avid reader at that point. I only read like during school, during that hour, but having to do that every day definitely got me into some books and got me into some series. And during that period of my life, I would have to give it up to the Selection series. I know that's so funny to say that out loud, but I will say that the Selection series holds a very special place in my heart because it's definitely like the first book series that I was genuinely obsessed with. I bought every single book. I bought the spin-off books. I still own all those books to this day. They just hold a lot of sentimental value and a lot of like nostalgia for me that I don't think I can let go. Like, I don't think I'll ever want to sell those books or get rid of them. I think I'll always want to keep them. But I will say, like, after those years in middle school, I stopped reading, and I didn't like start back reading until COVID hit, which I think is so freaking interesting because life can take you in such different directions, and the butterfly effect is so freaking interesting. And I genuinely believe if it wasn't for COVID, I wouldn't have become a reader. I didn't even know booktube existed until COVID. I had absolutely no idea there were people on the internet, like giant groups of like very, a lot of followers of people that made book content. I had no idea. I don't even know how I stumbled across that on YouTube, but someday, somehow I did, and it was during COVID. And I remember watching it and I was just so obsessed with it. I was like, whoa, this is real? Y'all do this? Oh my God. So that is really kind of my trajectory when it comes to reading. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Oh, this is definitely one that I know right away. For me, the answer is keeping up with the schedule, I think. Because like in my head, I know that I truly want to attempt to post 2 videos a week. Like that would be a very good goal of mine. And I think another challenge that I have is just not feeling awkward about recording. Like right now, I have no reason to feel awkward because I'm alone in my apartment building. I'm in my apartment, but like, next week when my roommate is back, like she knows I record videos, but it's still like weird to like be talking to my phone and she's like right next door. It's like a weird feeling, but it's something that I am very serious about getting over and working through. Okay, so where do you read? I feel like most of all the books that I read, I'm reading them on, if I'm at my house, I'm reading them on my couch, in my bed here. Yeah, it's usually couch or bed. Those are like the top two. If it's an audiobook, we can add car, we can add desk. Because a lot of times if I'm listening to an audiobook, I'll be reading. I mean, no, not reading. If I'm listening to an audiobook, I might be playing Sims while listening to it, or I might be driving. So definitely car, desk, couch, and bed. Those are the main answers. What kind of books do you like to read? Oof, we love a hard question. Okay, I feel like I need to like pull up my Goodreads so that I can explain this in a way that makes sense. Okay, books I like to read. Let me start with the recent books I've read that I really, really enjoyed. So, recent books that I've read that I have given 5 stars. Let's see, 2 books, both by Taylor Jenkins Reid, One True Loves and The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. If we like start in that kind of sphere, I will start by saying that I do not consider myself to be a like romance reader. I don't consider myself to be a romance reader. I am not into rom-coms. I am not into corny romantic novels or movies. Like, I will not sit and watch a rom-com. It's not happening. I find them to be incredibly corny, cringy, and just very dumb, and not fun. So I do want to put that into the ether. Like, that's not my genre at all. But I feel like I do have a little niche when it comes to the romance. And those kind of romance books are going to be very dramatic, very sad. You might learn a crazy lesson in there, but it's not going to be like, I don't know, it's not going to be like any of these kind of books. Like, that's not me. So that's kind of, if that makes sense, then yes, that's kind of my vibe. That's like a small portion of my vibe. I'm also heavily into fantasy and sci-fi. My 2 favorite book series are Red Rising trilogy. Hot take, I don't like, oh my gosh, I read Dark Age and Iron Gold. They were not good, okay? I'm sorry, they weren't good. They were too long. We had too many new characters. I couldn't keep up. It was not it. And I probably won't be reading Light Age, whatever it's called, Lightbringer. It's probably not happening. But I still consider Red Rising trilogy to be my favorite book series. And if not that, then the Chaos Walking trilogy series. Both are, well, Red Rising is like fantasy, science fiction, adventure, adult, a lot of death. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot, but in the best way. And Chaos Walking is like adventure, but definitely in the YA region of adventure. A lot of crazy shit goes down, and at times it does feel more adult than they market it for. I will say genres that I genuinely don't read. I don't read thrillers, and it's funny that I say that because I'm actually currently reading a thriller that is taking me so fucking long. I am contemplating DNFing it, which makes me sad, but it's whatever. I'm reading If We Were Villains, and it's taking me so fucking long, and I've tried so hard to find one thriller, just one thriller that I genuinely like, and I have not been able to find one. It's not happened. I don't think thrillers are my cup of tea because I am a very character-centric kind of person. I love to read about character development and to read about characters making hard choices and hard decisions, and I feel like thrillers aren't really, that's not a thriller's focus, and I know that, you know what I mean? I truly believe like a thriller's focus is to, it's less about a character's growth and more about who killed the character, or who's the killer, or who did, or what did she do. It's more about that, and I don't really care about that. So thriller and mysteries are like at the very bottom of, like, I probably won't ever read those kind of books with like high hopes. Like I'm always going into them like, okay, it's probably gonna be 3 stars or 2 stars or DNF. That's just, I mean, it's tough, but it's how I feel. But yeah, my favorite kind of books are gonna be adult, they're gonna be dark, they're gonna be sad, they're gonna be depressing, they're gonna be horrific, they're gonna be, they're gonna be like so mind-breaking that I just can't do anything but sit and cry. Like that's my kind of book. And I swear, like half of the booktubers I follow are the exact opposite. Like they're into romance and they're into happy books, and I don't like happy books. Like genuinely, I don't like happy books at all. I don't like happy movies. That's not my cup of tea. And I read this quote once, and I honestly don't know how it was worded, but it was worded in the sense of like, you know, my life is hard, so I like to read easygoing, happy books, and I felt the opposite. I don't know what else to say. I feel the exact opposite. So I feel like I need to read a sad book, and I need to read a dark and depressing book. So I feel like my life isn't dark or depressing or sad, and so I feel like I have to feel those emotions in other spaces to feel like to feel like my emotions are being fucking let out. It's weird. It's hard to explain, but that's how I feel. Yeah, I also do love a dystopian. I just recently read The Hunger Games for the first time. I've already seen all the movies, but I haven't read the books, and I really wanted to read them because I'm obsessed with the movies. So I recently read the first book, and it was amazing. I gave it 5 stars. I mean, I freaking cried when Rue died, even though I already knew it was coming. I freaking cried. So I love that for me. I don't read a lot of nonfiction. One nonfiction, and the only nonfiction I've ever given 5 stars is I'm glad my mom died, because that shit was literally perfection. That's honestly all I have to say about that. It was amazing. Okay, that was a lot of talking. Whew. What else? What questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? I mean, I watch a lot of different booktubers. I'd probably, oh my gosh, did my thing move? But like I watch a lot of different booktubers. I don't know. I feel like in general, I would just ask most of them like, how did you start your booktube channel? I know, like I feel like a lot of booktubers I follow, they started their channels like 5+ years ago, which I feel like is pretty insane. I definitely feel like the more you make videos and the more this kind of becomes like having a booktube channel becomes a daily part of your life. I feel like it just becomes easier to schedule out those videos and to have the time to make them and to make the thumbnails look nice and to put them out on social media so people can see them and then they can watch them. So I would just ask kind of their process on that, and I feel like this is definitely the point of my life where this is the perfect time for me to do this, because I don't have, you know, like I don't have like responsibilities in the fact of I don't have like a partner that I have to give attention to. I don't, you know, have like bills I need to pay like right now. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't have children. I don't have pets. Like I genuinely, this is like such a perfect time for me to give most of my energy to this. And I'm really excited to be able to do that, and to also have, and for it to bring joy to me, because I am happy right now and this is gonna make me happier. Yeah guys, so that's me. Yeah, like I said, my name is Morgan. I don't know, I'm kind of just chilling right now, to be honest. I'll probably make some more videos because I want to get some more recorded. But fun fact, I'm obsessed with Starbucks. I actually used to work there, so I know all that shit and all the hell that comes with it. But like after I stopped working there, I became obsessed with pink drinks, and I swear to God I had to get one like twice a week, and it became a problem because it's too fucking expensive. And the fact that I worked there and I knew exactly like what they put in there and what they put in them to make them, it was just even stupider, because I'm just like, Morgan, it's not worth $4, it's not worth $5, it's not worth $7, what are you doing? And so I actually went on Google and I found a copycat version for a pink drink, and I swear to God it tastes the exact same. So I mean, I have no fucking reason to go back to Starbucks unless no, I have no reason. There's no reason. Okay, but yeah, so yeah, pink drink. It's literally just coconut milk and white cran strawberry mixed together. I add a little bit of sweetener to it because I like my shit hella sweet. It tastes the same. It's heavenly. Okay guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Check out my other reading vlogs. I'll put them down below and up here. But yeah, it was very nice to meet all of you guys. But comment down below book recommendations, book video ideas, just whatever you want to tell me. It's fine. Bye.